But look, as I said to you, I had heard for probably about 30 years, well, the last 20 years, I talked to stroke survivors and people, and they had said to me, look, when they go home, they don't have the guidance, they don't know what to do. They want to do everything for the person. They
Hmm.
don't want to have this regret that they didn't do everything for them, but they don't know what to do and they're afraid they'll do harm. And so when I heard that, that was the nub of,
I
that there's a
love.
need for a text like this. And
Sure.
when I was writing it, Scott, I was actually working with three stroke survivors and their families,
Okay.
and I used to give them the draft of each chapter, and I talked
That's
to them
awesome, dude.
afterwards, and I got great feedback. Actually, one thing that really, I mean, it was almost emotional. Even though, so the book is called Lights, Mirrors, Action. It's a little bit of a play on lights, cameras, action,
Yeah.
but I do mention
With
about
the
11
mirroring that you talked about earlier, it makes sense on it. Yeah.
yeah, but I do mention about 11 or 12 different movies in there and quotes because there's concepts from movies that
Sure.
so I was you're familiar with The Wizard of Oz, and
Sure.
there's a great quote from the Good Witch Glenda, something to do with, you've always had the power. The power has always been inside you, but you just didn't have the confidence to believe it, right?
Yeah.
And I remember this chapter, I gave it to the stroke people. And when I went to one young girl who had a stroke, she was only in her late 30s. When I went up to her house and in her room, she had bought the stencil of the quote, and it was up on her wall because she had felt it was like such a powerful thing,
Yeah.
and that was the moment when you kind of realize that you can really influence people, and you're sitting here at this desk, same desk, you can write stuff that can make a difference to people's lives,
That's
and
amazing, dude.
and that's a fantastic feeling, and you should write your book as well. I think you should.